Hi, so in this lab, we are going to understand the uses of the storage profile and we'll cover a couple of scenarios to have a better understanding about the storage profile in VRA. So to have an understanding, first we'll go in cloud assembly, then in infrastructures. Before we go, I'll clean up this and now click on infrastructure. Now storage, we can see in here there are three data stores: vSphere environment, SA share 01, SA share 02, and SA share 03. Each of them have been tagged separately with a storage silver vSphere tag, gold vSphere tag, and bronze. Now we'll check the policies. These are the policies which are getting imported from the vSphere environment. So once we click on storage profile, this is the configuration on the VRA. These are the policies created on the VRA, which shows that this particular policy named gold aura orchestration and the bronze, then the silver, each of them is tagged connected to that particular policy on the vSphere, and each of them have their respective tags. And there is a silver tagging for the silver Aria automation, bronze tagging for the bronze vSphere tag, and then there's a gold. So one more thing to notice: silver is default. So what we do, we'll go in here in storage and check out the policies which are present on the VRA on with respect to vSphere, and in here we can see this particular gold policy is compliant to SA share 02 data store. Then this silver vSphere storage policy is compliant with the data store SA share 01, and then the bronze vSphere storage policy, it is compliant to the storage SS share 03. So these are the data stores, and respectively the tagging has been done in here as per the policy. Now in here we can see the tag and the assigned value. The storage is bronze, 02 is gold, and 01 is silver. So in profiles we can see that we have created the storage profile in a VRA, and each of that profile has been mapped to respective vSphere profile. Now we have a couple of scenarios to cover. These are the 6 scenarios: scenario 1, 2, 3, 4A, 4B, 4C. So scenario 4 over scenario 1, we'll open a new tab. In here we can see we are provisioning only the VM, and we'll specify that we'll deploy it. Scenario 1, now we'll go in scenario 2. We have this constraint, and in here we have specified that it should be deployed in gold vSphere tag. So we'll click deploy, and we'll say scenario 2 gold, deploy. And then we have a third scenario, scenario 3, in which we have a storage disk attached to a virtual machine, and in this we have specified the tag of the storage. The boot disk is silver in here, and for other one it is bronze. So we'll give scenario 3, which has additional disk. Deploy. Now we'll go in deployments. I'll just open this one for our reference. Scenario 2, and that one is a scenario 1. Yep. Now we'll go in deployments. All of the deployments is in process. Scenario 2 and scenario 1 is provisioned. We'll wait for scenario 3. The name of the resource is ENG903 for scenario 1. So 903, this is for scenario 1, and we can check the where this particular resource has been assigned. In here we have not specified any of the tag, so it should go in default, which is silver, and this is SA share 01, and it is tagged silver. If we go in cloud assembly over here, and try to inspect in scenario 2, it is resources 3904. We'll go in 3904. We'll check the resources, the hard disk. It is SA share 02, and it is provisioned on the gold. And if we validate in here, in scenario 3, we have attached disk with the VM. So we have two disks, boot disk and the attached disk. So attached disk is assigned should go on bronze, and the boot disk should go to silver. This is 3905, the resource, and 3906. These are the two resources. So we'll look for 3906 compute. It has two disks, HA hard disk 1, which is in SA shared 01, and hard disk 2, which is on SA shared 03. If we click on SA shared 03, we can see the tag value. The tag is bronze, and yeah, so this is how we can control the placement of the resources on the data store with the help of storage profile and the tagging. I'll delete these scenarios and then inspect the last three scenarios, 4A, 4B, and 4C. We'll go in design. There are three more scenarios, 4A, 4B, and 4C. Click on infrastructure, go in storage profile. In here, go in silver, and this one is right now a standard, not a first class disk. So first class disk has to be deployed separately. It cannot be deployed with the deployment, and we are going to validate that. Go This is a 4A in which we have not specified, it's simply provision. Click on storage profile. In here we can see it is not specified and it should be deployed to silver policy, which is FCD right now, first class disk 4A. In here, disks are not attached to the VM, and VMA is having a disk is going to be, the boot disk is going to be in a default and the other one is in the silver, the attached disk is scenario 4B. Deploy. Now in here it is just like a scenario 4B, but disks are connected to vServer, and in here we can see it is both of them is going to be provisioned in the silver. So all the disks in 4A, 4B, 4C is going to be provisioned in silver, and but this time the characteristics has been changed to FCD. So we'll check the resources and check for the deployment. See, the 4C has been failed, and this is 4A, this is 4B with the silver policy, and disk is not attached. In here, disk is attached, and both of them are going to assign provision in silver. Silver is a FCD. So in here, the reasoning of the failure is displayed that the provisioning operation failed cannot provision the first class disk along with the machine. First class disk need to be created independently. This is a property of first class disk. And whereas we can see the scenario 4A and 4B, it it got provisioned successfully because the first class disk was not connected to any other deployment, so it is independent. That's why it got deployed in 4B. But whereas in this one it is connected to virtual machine and it is dependent on virtual machine, we got a failure report, we got an error. See, this is status, and this is a quite a bit of scenarios how we can use the storage profile in VRA. Thank you.